If you're an MSP trying to grow your Google presence and generate more leads, you've probably thought about paying for reviews. But should you? Is it a smart growth hack or is it a ticking time bomb? Is it going to be something that's going to be a massive problem? Will it destroy your credibility? In this video, we're going to be breaking that down for you to do it and do it the right way. Because believe it or not, there is actually a right way to do this. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether it's teaching you how to sell your MSP services, teaching you how to generate an unlimited number of your dream customers as leads for your MSP, and as you build and grow, helping you with operations. If you want to check us out, growth-generators.com. We have our programs, the brand new Launchpad, or the Launchpad that's getting re-recorded at the time of recording this. It is already amazing. It's getting a rework to be even better. Our flagship MSP Heroes, and then our resources. If you want to come grab a bunch of our free resources, from learning how to handle objections and quite literally a guide on how to do that, sales sheets, free business plan and structure, all the way to a website traffic calculator, and so many more battle cards in here, onboarding checklists. It's all completely free at growth-generators.com/resources. So let's talk about Google reviews, because Google reviews are probably the most important thing, or one of the most important things as far as credibility goes. Now, if you're a longtime subscriber, you watch a couple of my videos, you know that I love social proof. You have to have it. It's one of those things that you can't not have. It's important for people to see you, look online and trust you, and also see what other people feel about working with you. Think about it, right? Whenever we buy anything, I'm looking around my desk here, but like something as simple as this mouse, right? That mouse, before I go buy it, I'm looking at reviews to see if it's a good mouse. The microphone, the boom arm, the lights I have, the camera I'm recording. I've looked at reviews all over the place. But people don't realize that reviews in the MSP world help you a lot more than just with customer acquisition. It also helps you boost local SEO. You are statistically more likely to show up on Google, especially when it comes to Google Maps and Google Search, if you have more reviews. Remember, Google's job is to present people with good information and not only match those people with what they believe is good information, and they go by whether or not you have reviews and the rest of your website. So by having great reviews, it can actually help you get more visibility, generate more leads, and just show up more often on Google. But we have to make sure that we don't have too many reviews or they look weird, right? Because the last thing we want is that to actually happen. That's the key thing. But here's where most MSPs go wrong, because that all sounds great. Hey, I want more traffic, I want more reviews. Obviously, I want more traffic and more reviews. And if you like this channel and you want to hit a like button, leave a review down below. Hey, Harrison, thank you so much for this. If you're an MSP hero, you want to say, hey, Harrison, thanks so much. Maybe I'll send you a nice little Amazon gift card. I would appreciate it. Just send me an email. I'm happy to do that. But that's the cool part about it. But what are the risks with this, right? Because you don't want to pay for reviews, because technically it's illegal and it's against Google's policy. If you're paying for third-party reviews or fake reviews, that is illegal and against Google's TOS, terms of service. Offering incentives for reviews can also be risky and also borderline unethical. But there is something to this, and I want you guys to fully be aware, right? And Google can also take down these reviews, can suspend your account. There are some areas where, hey, technically there's some, like, the legal world can get involved, right? But how do we actually get around this? And it also hurts because if this gets out, it's public trust and it could be huge. And there's a lot of backlash with that. So we have to go about it doing it the right way. And most people are just like, "Hey, take my, my fake money here, but take my money and give me hundreds and hundreds of reviews." This is a big, big no-no because most people are just going out there and you can buy them. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. You can go on Google, reviews for sale, and you can just buy. I think the last time I checked when I was, because I do research on these, but I want to say it was like $1.50 for a review, and then they get posted by a trusted account, so they're not likely to get taken down. But why would you even want to risk the chances of somebody or Google taking it down and hurting your reputation? It sucks. So this is what you actually have to do instead to kind of beat around this, but also make sure it's an ethical strategy that doesn't actually break Google's terms of service. Because there is actually a right way to do this, and you can actually say, hey, in return for you doing that, you would like to offer them something. Maybe that's financial compensation, a gift card, or anything like that, right? You have to make sure that whoever you're providing this to is you have to ask them, are they a happy client, right? Follow up with them and ask them, hey, did you enjoy our service? After a ticket's closed and an issue's resolved, it should be seamless, right? And as that person gets the support they need, gets that problem reserved or resolved, they're typically going to be pretty happy during that time, right? You're watching this video, you're probably pretty happy and hopefully learning something from this. The second thing is we want to make it as simple as possible. We want to make it frictionless, right? That is the best way to describe it, where it's just easy to do. And this can be done through a variety of methods, but we can get a actual Google review link from your Google My Business. It's in there, and I'll actually show it to you. Give me 1 second. If you actually go to Google My Business and you pull up your Google My Business profile, you're going to see a bunch of different things: edit profile, read reviews, and you can actually ask for a review directly on there. I will put a link down below if you'd like to leave me a review. But you could copy that link and send it out to anybody or share this QR code with anybody and immediately start getting reviews, because Google understands this. They're not dumb. They know that people want more reviews, and they know that people rely on these reviews to build their businesses. But there doesn't always have to be a money or financial transaction, right? Think about it. You can go to the library, and in most cases, you're not paying them for anything. You're usually just paying for late fees. You could still give the library a review, can you not? Right? You had great service. You want to highlight somebody. This is the cool part about it. You can get that link and make it completely frictionless. Not, hey, go on your phone, look me up, find what you're looking for, and then click on. No, no, no. It's way too much work. You can also use automation. As many of you know, I absolutely love Go High Level. I tell all my members, hey, after 30 days of your onboarding, let's say you know that your onboarding takes 30 days, maybe 30 or 45 days later, send out, hey, we hope that you're loving our services. We grow our business with reviews. If you'd like to leave us a review, click this. And it's a link just like the one I shared on my screen here, which you can also leave me a review down below. And that helps build the business, makes it frictionless, and we've automated it, right? Because that person's probably fairly happy. We've automated it, and now they're going to get it. And we want real reviewers. We want to share that out. So you shouldn't be sharing this link out with random people throughout the internet, only people that you've actually provided value to. And celebrate the ones that actually give you reviews. It is not uncommon to highlight those reviews on a newsletter, on social media, on your website. It's fine to do that. You can absolutely, absolutely do that. And it doesn't hurt anybody's reputation because you're just making it easier for them to give a review. As nobody ever thinks about it. And 15, 20 minutes later, maybe their significant other called, their children called, the dog had to go outside, whatever it is, and they completely lose focus. Giving that link makes it super, super easy so you don't actually have to do this. Now, I also want to say about creating some incentives, right? Raffle for anyone that leaves a review, not tier, hey, just a review, not a 5-star review. So if you want to leave me a review, it could very well be I send somebody an Amazon gift card, right? It doesn't have to be you have to give me a 5-star review. You just have to make sure it's available to everybody that enters it. You can also, hey, create an internal team competition. Have that person mention your name on the review, and you can reward the people internally. You'd be surprised how many of your employees will ask for reviews because they'll get a $50 or $100 Amazon gift card. You can ask for reviews. It's completely fine for doing that. And then also you can provide educational material like top 5 security tips as a thank you and not a bribe. You don't want to bribe somebody for it. That's the key difference. You might want to reward them for giving it to you, but you don't want to bribe them for it. That's where you have to be super, super careful when it comes to these reviews. So how do you speak? How do you spot a fake review from a competitor? Look at review spikes. Do they get a bunch of reviews in a certain period of time? That's a red flag. Are there patterns? Do they kind of seem like they're all written the same way? Poor grammar is another one. Most people are going to spend time writing the review. And believe it or not, nowadays, it's completely acceptable. I just checked out at a Fortune 500 company. I forget exactly which one it was. And it said, hey, did you enjoy our services? Leave us a Google review. And it gave you 3 choices. I was very satisfied with the service. I was very satisfied with this. I was very satisfied with this. And it kind of gave a little thing. You clicked it and it automatically generated a new review. You copied it and pasted it into Google. They made it super, super easy. And be careful when you call out other people because you don't want to do it publicly, but you do want to keep an eye on those people, whether or not they're actually buying those reviews. It's just bad practice, and use that as motivation to do it the right way and not the wrong way. You don't need to cheat the system. You just need the right system for this, truthfully. And that's by either asking for reviews as time goes on. Once again, there does not need to be a financial exchange between 2 parties. It could be you provided massive value, you helped them with a problem. And also, the business owner doesn't have to be the only one that leaves the review. You can absolutely have employees write reviews for you because they got to experience you and your MSP as well. And if you want any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please leave it down in the video comments so I know to make that in the future as well. If you could hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I hope you guys got some value out of this one. It was a little bit short, but I think there's a lot of scammy reviews going on around, and people are like, well, I shouldn't pay for them. Yes, you're not paying for them, but you can reward somebody by asking them to give you a review. And if they send it and say, hey, I actually left you a review, not a 5-star review, but I left you a review in return. And if they leave you 5 stars, great. Yes, you can technically send them something, or you can provide bonuses and all that kind of good stuff. You just can't say, I will pay you for 5-star reviews. That's really where you get in some super, super hot water. Also, check with your attorneys. I'm not a lawyer, but this is what I've found on the internet doing my research. And this is a pretty common theme. If you work with any Fortune 500 company, you'll see, leave us a review, leave us a review, leave us a review, because everybody knows how important reviews actually are. I appreciate that out of you guys. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one.